90% of America's 401k plans are set up by small business owners. But listen to this. Many small businesses overall can't even afford to set up retirement plans for their employees because financial companies charge small businesses more than they charge the big guys. Why is that? Well, it's National Retirement Savings Security Week, and we want to hear from one company who's disrupting the 401k retirement savings business. The company's called America's Best 401k. 20% of its clients are dentists, small business people, sometimes more concerned about root canals than how their hygienists are planning for retirement. But CEO Tom Zgainer, let's bring him in. It's a Fox Business exclusive. Why, on balance, let's just get to it, why overall do plans charge small businesses more than they charge big businesses?
Well, Liz, it's really a matter of compensation. Business owners have been told that they don't qualify for low-cost investments or to have benefits like a Fortune 100 company. And it's really completely manufactured. The fact of the matter is, any business, no matter how small, 5 persons starting up a 401k plan for the very first time, could have the exact same low-cost funds, low-cost index funds, great one-to-one advice to participants, phenomenal digital technology, customer service that's dedicated to the plan sponsor. You can have this at a small company, but it's really the financial services industry doesn't want to offer those plans to small businesses.
I know.
Because they can't make a buck on them.
They can't because you don't have big scale. But to me, these are the businesses that provide the lifeblood and the spine of the economy here, small business. So you said, I'm jumping in here and I'm going to find plans that can work for these companies. How did you do that, and what do you offer?
Yeah, well, there's a couple of different aspects. We help both the plan sponsor and the employees. We were the first company to set up a site called showmethefees.com, where any participant in any 401k plan can start the conversation to see what's really going on in their 401k. Their well-intentioned business owner, busy running their own business, really shouldn't be managing the 401k plan. Often chooses the provider based on a matter of convenience or a personal relationship, but there's not really much digging going on. So what we see are these companies that have 1.5% to 3% in investment-related fees.
That's
that are
crazy,
essentially
by the way,
devastating.
for people.
It is, and if I can give you an example, because you mentioned dentists. Last Friday, I spoke to a group of endodontists in Philadelphia. These are brilliant people. Less than 3% of all dentists are endodontists, but they're experts in their lane. So one of the dentists over the weekend sent me his fee disclosure from his current provider. He said, Tom, I found the information you told me where to look for it, but it's nonsensical. It's confusing, and I don't know what it means. He said, it looks like I'm invested in low-cost Vanguard funds. And I said, Doc, give me a few minutes. I'm going to send you over a little bit of a report. And here's the problem, Liz. His plan had a core foundation that was solid. Expense ratios of funds just 0.18%.
Okay.
But then I had him dig a little bit further in the document, and on those funds, his providers, they don't get paid on those funds. There's no commissions embedded inside them. So they added a 0.82% asset-based fee on top of the 1.8. And then I showed him on page 4 there was another 1.25% advisory fee. So it started out as 0.18, went to 2.25. Liz, that's an 1,150% markup from the original cost.
The importance of
Crazy.
a 401k for a lot of these small businesses is that it provides, I would think, a juicy carrot for them to attract and retain talent. Do they, these smaller plans that you've discovered with fewer fees, do they match? Does that allow matching, or does the matching part get lost in the shuffle?
No, nothing gets lost. In fact, we are adding on benefits that small companies didn't, again, believe that they could have. And so matching is very important because we ought to be putting away 10, 12, 15% of our pay. If you have a 3 or 4 or 5% employer match, that means maybe you only have to do 9% out of your pocket, right? So we've put together a plan where your all-in investment-related fees on average are just 0.65%. That's removing almost all the fiduciary liability of the plan sponsor, letting them run their business, giving access to participants to have one-to-one advice. So don't say you can't have it, because you sure can.
Showmethefees.com, is that the website?
That's right.
I love this.
Yeah, and so what we do there is we allow, and think about it, how organically and grassroots we're doing for folks. Because oftentimes the business owner has the largest balance in the plan and therefore the most to lose. So we see the amount of employees we see taking their data to their employer and saying, look what I found. For you, for everybody, we do 2 millimeters of change. We have a different outcome when it's time to retire.
Well, you're doing good work, sir, and thank you for speaking with us about it. Any small business out there, check that website out. Thank you so much. Tom Zgainer, America's Best 401k CEO.